Hi, I'm Stephanie and this is Berry Basil Scratch Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to butcher a whole chicken, and I'm also going to be posting a separate video where I show you my recipe for the perfect chicken stock. So the first thing we're going to do is break off the chicken legs. So you're just going to grab the leg, bend it backwards, and you should hear and feel a pop, taking it out of the socket. Turn my chicken around and you can see kind of like a white line, and those white lines are going to be clues kind of on where to cut the chicken. So it's really easy. I'm going to just slice right through, and I'm looking for the end of the joint, and at the end of the joint is where I'm going to slice. It's really simple. You can see the end of the joint right there. Slide my knife right through there. And that's how you cut off a chicken leg. I don't believe in food waste, so that's one of the main reasons why I buy whole chickens. I make sure that's this way that I'm using the entire chicken and getting a really delicious broth with a lot of depth and flavor. You can't really get that from any other parts other than the carcass. So that's another great reason to buy whole chicken. So there you have 2 chicken legs. So the next thing we're going to do is cut off the chicken wings. Very similar to the thigh, I'm going to be looking for the end of the joints here. So I'm going to hold my chicken straight. It's helpful if your hands are super dry. Pull it backwards just so I can kind of see and feel where the end of the joint is, and that's where I'm going to slide my knife right through. Again, look for white lines. So it actually took me years before I was comfortable with butchering a whole chicken. But one day I just decided to give it a try, and I think in the kitchen that's the best way to learn. Just to get your hands dirty, try things out, and it's a really amazing feeling to make something delicious for your friends and family at the end. So the next thing we're going to do is cut the chicken breast. I'm going to turn the chicken so that the front faces me, and you can see the middle part between the 2 chicken breasts. And again, between the breasts, you'll see a white line. Again, that's kind of like our map on where to cut on the chicken. The chicken mapped itself out for us, as sad as that is. I'm going to slice back the skin so it's less slippery and it's easier for me to cut. And I'm just going to slice. You'll see at the end of this, there's really 0 waste left at the end. There's not really 1 ounce of chicken that I won't be using. This chicken came with no gizzard, but had it come with gizzard, I would just throw that in my broth as well. When you get to the wishbone, insert your knife, get it really deep in there, and slice down. To remove the chicken breast from the carcass, I'm not going to cut towards the meat. I'm going to hold my knife at an angle towards the carcass, and I'm just going to use my knife to kind of scrape the meat off of the carcass rather than cut it off. This way I ensure that I get as much meat as possible off of the carcass. And feel free to take your time here. You're not in any rush. You're already knee-deep in butchering a chicken, so you might as well do it correctly. And this will also make sure that we get a nice delicious broth as well. There's my first chicken breast, looking delicious and plump. Perfect for a chicken Milanese, which I will share my recipe with you in a separate video. And you have the beautiful chicken tender attached. So I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other side. It's not looking pretty right now, but of course we're going to cook it and make it into something beautiful. I spent a lot of time with my dad in the kitchen, who was a chef, and I was always amazed with how he was able to create beautiful dishes from scratch ingredients. So there you have your 2 chicken legs, 2 chicken wings, 2 beautiful chicken breasts, and the carcass that's going to give us a delicious chicken broth. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please check out my other videos, 2 of which I'm going to be sharing my favorite chicken dinner recipes. And for both of those recipes, I'm going to be using parts from the chicken that we just butchered together. See you next time.